Hey, what's going on YouTube? What's going on, guys? If you guys are tuning into this video, I guess by the title you already know what I'm going to be talking about. So this Jada Pinkett Will Smith thing is pretty jaw-dropping for me. I was listening to what she was saying and what she was talking about and things of that nature, and I guess from on both parts, I guess the marriage was complex, it was complicated, a lot of things wasn't going how they anticipated for it to go, and you know, at a certain point they had a bad marriage. You know, most marriages go through bad marriages, and you know, you got to figure out a way to bounce back. But the thing about it is that with her energy coming off, and I'm gonna just talk about her energy first, and then I'm gonna go towards Will, because as you guys know, I'm a big Will Smith fan. Her energy coming off with the whole entanglement and titling it that, you know, as if it wasn't what it was, you know, kind of bothered me. You know, it kind of bothered me because it was like, although you guys got past this point, you still have not really engaged and admitted to the point of, you know, you had a full-fledged relationship while you were in a marriage. No matter that you guys was broken apart because you were going through things inside yourself, you had a full-fledged relationship with a whole nother man. You know what I mean? A man that you brought into your house, that you guys brought into this house together to kind of fix him, trying to help him, you know, mentally, you know, physically and emotionally, because he was so sick. And somehow along the way, by trying to help him to bandage up your own insecurities and bandage up your own things that you were dealing with, you know, you guys engaged into a full-fledged relationship, sexual relationship, and that flourished into something else. While at the same time, you know, you were part of the reason that there was holes in your relationship. So while there was holes in your marriage, you was able to start another relationship with a whole nother man, a whole other sexcapade, and call it an entanglement or whatever, and kind of grow off of that. And I think that bothered me to the most point. In the video that I was listening to, Will Smith was like, you know, in our first year of marriage, I said to you that I would love you through whatever. And when, you know, he said this phrase, you know, towards the end of the video, you know, it kind of shocked me. You know, it's kind of jaw-dropping, because this is a love that I want to feel. This is the understanding that I want to feel. And I know you guys know from like the Jada, from the J. Cole songs, you know, I want that Jada and that Will love, you know, the leave your toothbrush at the crib love. And you don't got to worry if that's your kid love, you know. You know, hearing this is like, you know, you get it better to your head. Like, yeah, I do want that Jada and that Will love. I do want that Michelle Obama and Barack Obama love. And it's like, you know, now to see that this had came out and to see their energy on both parts, you know, it's crazy that things are much bigger than what it actually seems, and it's a much bigger picture to the whole ordeal. You know what I mean? It's a bigger picture to the whole ordeal because it's not actually what it seems. You know, one thing can look like a whole imagery on photos, on videos, but actual behind scenes and, you know, behind the lenses, is much more going on. So with that going on, I just feel like she's capping. You know, I feel like she's not being honest. I feel like there's a whole nother truth to what's going on. And it's like, you know, her energy is just like, you know, I just need to do it. You know, I need to go through this, and this was something for me, and I understand, like, it looks like this and it looks like that, but I just had to do it. And yes, you know, Will does look like that type of husband that's just like the political husband, like, you know, I'm here to support my wife, and I understand that we had a bad moment, and we're gonna get through this. You know, kind of like how Bill Clinton was there, and then his wife was just, you know, supporting him. It's kind of like vice versa, but now it's the female. Now, what I want to do say is that if this was Will Smith, and Will Smith would have cheated and things of that nature, and Will Smith would have had engaged with a woman at a younger age and stuff like that, and would have cheated on his wife, Will Smith would be crucified right now. We're always canceling somebody and always saying somebody isn't valid and always saying somebody isn't this or that. Will Smith will be canceled, but Jada Smith is not canceled right now because people are okay with what she did. People are okay because she's a female. People are okay because, you know, they're always looking at the double standards and giving the females the passes. The thing about it is that the fact that she can take this on and say that it was okay and understanding and, you know, confirming her relationship with August is different. She's wholeheartedly saying, like, I took advantage of another man while I was going through something with my other man. And that was something that I needed for me. It got me past what I needed to get past through. And I put Will Smith through enough things in life and enough trials and tribulations that I'm surprised that he's still here, still loving me. Now, I don't understand if that's love. I don't even know, after looking at something like that, you know, it gives me more complications of what I think actual love is, because it's like, I don't want to have to go through pain to love you. You know, I don't want to have to go through heartache and tears and stuff like that to love you, but I do know that's a process of love. Like, we wouldn't enjoy, you know, sunny days if it wasn't special for rain, and you know, we wouldn't enjoy the heat if it wasn't for the cold. So things of that nature, I can get that. I can get that. But what I do not respect is the fact of the matter is how does this happen? You know what I mean? Like, Like the therapy sessions don't work. I mean, the talking don't work, the communication don't work. But to really step out and really start something and really begin something with somebody else and actually build on that while you're full-fledged married is just confusing to me. And I don't know if Will is being honest with himself. I don't know if he's saying what he's supposed to say or just trying to talk how you want to talk. But I'm not sure if that's really genuinely true and really genuine what's going on, because I would be distraught. I would be hurt. Even he said he didn't think he was gonna come back and bounce back from that. But how did he bounce back? Did he bounce back because he really loved her? Or did he bounce back because of the kids? Is there more to the story than what it is, or is it black and white? But as I can say is, if this would have never came out, we would have always pictured them as the perfect couple, as the perfect marriage, as the perfect household, raising up two talented, to multiple kids. And it's just like, that's just not what it is. That's just not what's being perceived. And it's like, you sit back and you take a step back and you look at it overall, and I don't know really what to take from this. It just puts me in a more confused state to think that is marriage even worth it? When you break it down, and I guess there's legal benefits, and I guess the actual factual part of saying, like, I can claim somebody as my wife, as my significant other, give you my last name and things of that nature. But I don't even know anymore. Just looking at it, it's just like, I would hate to have gone through that moment, and if I'm going through a break with my wife, to come back to find my wife is with someone else. And I'm not gonna say, obviously Will probably was doing his thing, and Will was probably out here wilding, and they was going tit for tat, sleeping with this one, sleeping with that one. But for a man to come out and say, like, I went through such a tough time, and I had this relationship with her, and this brought us to this point, and then she has a whole nother husband, you know what I mean? A whole nother husband, and then you have the man that you're sleeping with telling the nation, the world, that I gave him permission to sleep with you. Like, that right there is just beyond me. And to see that Jada's on the other side of the red table, and Will Smith is asking him questions. The whole time I'm looking at his energy. I'm looking at his what he's saying. I'm looking at his talks. I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at his body language. It's just like, bro, I'm hurting for you. I'm hurting for you because you're my role model. You're somebody I look up to, and if she could cheat on Will Smith, Big Willie, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Men in Black, Independence Day, Wild Wild West. If you could cheat on him, then nobody's really necessarily safe, because like the perfect package, from a male standpoint, from me looking at him and somebody that I was looking at growing up, it's like, yo, bro. Like, how? You know what I mean? Like, how? And when it goes back to her energy, and it was just like, yeah, although it was so long ago, it doesn't even seem like she was even really sorry about it. It was like something that I needed to do. Imagine a man saying this was something I needed to do, to just cheat, sleep with multiple women, just to make myself feel better about my insecurities that when I was growing up, and I needed to bandage up my own wounds because you couldn't do it for me. And I had to realize that, I had to make myself happy before you could make me happy. And this is a justification for the actions that I had. I just think that's crazy and beyond me. I think that's just over the top, and that's just something I just can't respect. And it's kind of bothering me a little bit more in depth, because I even confuse myself nowadays of what I consider love, and what I consider wanting to be married, or what I consider wanting to have more, or what I consider have for my future. And it's just like, if this is some things that I have to look forward to, then I don't want to. Then you have people putting out the stigma, like, obviously, one of them Michelle Obama cheated, or Barack Obama cheated, because they're not that perfect. But we never know. But being that we're talking about this topic, it just seems like she's looking at her husband, and she's telling him, like, yeah, this is something that I did, and I did not think you was gonna come back. And the fact that I put you through so much hell, and I put you through so much heartache and so much pain, I am proud, and I am glad that you came back, and that you stuck with me through all this time, and all this heartache, and all this pain. And if that is what love is, and I think I have not experienced love yet. I think I'm not even ready for the conversation of it, because that's just a pain that I don't think that I can endure and take on and deal with. And it's just an eye opener. I don't believe in breaks. I don't believe in closure conversations. I don't believe in communicating to the point of all of that. I think there's so much more to it. You know what I mean? I just don't believe in the closure conversations. I just don't believe in the space, the open relationships. I don't believe in the little holes that we have in our relationship. I don't believe in that. And listening to that, and hearing it from her, and hearing it from him, and seeing them sit in front of each other and have that conversation, because they had to put it out into the world, because it was already out there. You could not have that conversation. I mean, it's crazy, it's scary, and it's unfortunate. It's definitely unfortunate. But definitely after listening to it and seeing what's going on, everybody's talking about it, everybody's speaking about it, and it just sucks. It's just like, they were dating. It's an affair. It's however you dress it up, it just wasn't supposed to happen, and it did happen, and it happened in a household that we thought were perfect. And it makes you think, like, you know, Instagram is a life of highlights. You know, social media is a life of highlights. They only show what you want to see and things of that nature. And you got to really, I guess, ask yourself, are you willing to fight with somebody that much? Or, you know, you're going to go through hell with somebody, but pick somebody that you want to go through hell with. And I think in this situation, they figured out, you know, 25 years strong, that they'd rather go through hell with each other than go through hell by themselves. And Will is just somebody that's holding on to a situation where he loves her so much that he'll accept her for her insecurities and things that she did not have wholesomely. And if that's love, then maybe I don't know it. Maybe I haven't experienced it. Maybe I'm not ready for it. But listening to it and looking at it is just something that that is very shocking. And, you know, I guess this is how it impacted me. You know, I don't know how it's impacted you. So, you know, if you like this video, please, you know, comment down below what you think. Comment down below your thoughts. You know, if you haven't subscribed already, you know, please like, comment, subscribe. You know, I would appreciate you guys to tune in. I'm an upcoming YouTuber. I'm pretty popping. And I appreciate you guys, man. It's your boy, Matt Thomas. It's your boy, Royalty. And yeah, this is what you got today. All right? Over and out.